Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia Leigh. I'm an indie author and full-time freelance editor, and today I am joining you for another tea time talk. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm still working on my coffee. This is my second cup. But I had an idea for this video last night, and I just wanted to sit down and kind of talk about it and see what you guys are, thinking and feeling as well. So last night, kind of before bed, I had my laptop out and I was on YouTube, as I usually am, and I just started thinking about AuthorTube like 2 years ago, probably, the past 2, 3, 4 years, something like that. And I started going around to the channels of people who I used to talk to a lot, people whose videos I used to always watch, and I just started feeling this deep, it was kind of like a deep sadness. Like I really just started feeling nostalgic for old AuthorTube, and that feeling stayed with me all night. I was still thinking about it as I was falling asleep, and I was thinking about it as I woke up this morning, and I wanted to talk about it and just kind of share my thoughts and see what you guys are thinking too. So I've been on YouTube for over 5 years now. I think it was 5 years in January. And of course I started out my channel doing, some like book hauls, a couple of book reviews, tag videos, stuff like that. And then my channel started to gain subscribers and get some more views when NaNoWriMo rolled around, because I started doing some NaNoWriMo content. So my channel has always been very focused on writing. And in the past year, actually, less than that, definitely the past year, but in the past probably 4 or 5 months, as you guys know, if you're still here, my channel has shifted a little bit, just toward like more lifestyle and vlogging content. And the reason for that, as I talked about in my quitting, am I quitting AuthorTube video, which I will link down below, was just that, pretty much I am not writing right now, and I want to be. I really want to be writing. I really want to be working on Whiskey City, but I haven't been writing. I've just been doing other things in my life, working really, really hard for Enchanted Ink. So things have kind of shifted, but I miss the old AuthorTube, you guys. Like, I feel so nostalgic for those times, and I wonder if I am the only one kind of feeling this way, or if other people are feeling this way also. And the reason I say that is because, of course, we all watch different people on AuthorTube. Even for like a small niche community like AuthorTube is, there are still a lot of different creators out there, and everybody has preferences, for those creators that they enjoy watching. So I'm wondering, and I would love for you guys to let me know, your thoughts in the comments down below so that we can talk about it. But I'm wondering, is this something only I'm seeing? Like, am I just following AuthorTubers who are kind of moving on to other things now, or not making videos anymore? Or is this happening kind of in the wider community? Is AuthorTube kind of dying off, I guess, is the question of the day, the question of the video. And I don't have talking points, I don't have anything like that, so this video might be all over the place, but I like talking videos, like discussion videos that are like that, because it just feels like you're sitting down and having a conversation with somebody. So looking back, for me, AuthorTube started changing last summer. Like summer of 2020 is when I felt a shift in AuthorTube, and I don't know what that was exactly, but that's when I started to feel it. And I wonder if part of that was just that, summer last year is when I started getting really busy with Enchanted Ink. It kind of, my business kind of blew up in a good way, in a very kind of also unintentional way. Like when when COVID started shutting everything down, and Greg and I had to essentially close our pet sitting business, because our entire income, except for a little bit of part-time income on Greg's part, was based off of pet sitting, and people didn't need pet sitting anymore. All of our consistent clients were working from home, and our entire business pretty much collapsed overnight. Like, it was more like over the course of 2 weeks, but it all stopped. Like, everything stopped. And I am so grateful for Enchanted Ink, because Enchanted Ink saved us. And it was amazing how it just came out of nowhere. Like, you know, for a while I had been having just a couple of clients, you know, editing clients here and there. And then summer of 2020, or even like spring of 2020, it exploded to the point where suddenly I had a very full-time income. I very soon had to bring on Meredith. She has been editing for Enchanted Ink for probably almost a year now. I can't remember exactly when she joined the team. And then Lisa ended up joining the team. So it just exploded in a really good way. But I think that's when AuthorTube started changing for me, because suddenly, you know, I went from doing pet sitting as my job and then really focusing on writing and AuthorTube as like my passion. And then everything kind of shifted, because then editing was my full-time job and it's also a passion. I love editing, like to the point where it's probably quite unhealthy. Like, you guys, I've been playing more video games lately. Just like in the evenings, I like playing video games, and I like see all these punctuation and spelling errors in like video game dialogue, and I'm just thinking, man, I wish these people would hire Enchanted Ink to like work with them on their video games. Like, I can't escape editor brain. It is with me all the time, which I guess is what I was trying to say. But yeah, I'm editing for my full-time job now, and I'm also passionate about it because I love stories and I love helping indie authors bring their stories into the world in the cleanest and most professional way possible, especially because self-publishing is getting so much more professional nowadays that I really love being able to play a part in somebody's journey to really doing the best that they possibly can for their book. But when that started getting really crazy, my writing started taking the back seat to the point where in September, I think it was September 2020, I stopped writing altogether. And I have not worked on Whiskey City in a very long time. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, maybe like 8 months. You know, it's been a very long time for me since I was last writing, and it feels odd. It feels like there's this part of me that's kind of numbed out. Like, I love telling stories. I have the pleasure of reading people's stories every day, 6 days a week, because I try to take Sundays off. And, you know, there's really that aspect of sadness there that I am not working on my own stories. And I need to get back to that. Like, I know I can make time. I just need to get back into the habit, because once you fall out of the habit of writing, oh my gosh, like it all unravels from there. But I think that's when AuthorTube started feeling different to me. It was when I started really focusing on editing, because then I wasn't keeping up with my friends as often, you know, because it was like, well, here are all these writing vlogs and I'm not writing currently, so maybe I'm not going to watch those because, you know, they make me feel whatever way. Or, you know, tips videos, and I was like, you know, again, I'm not really writing right now, so I don't really feel like I need to watch tips videos. And then slowly but surely, I stopped watching. I stopped watching AuthorTube, and I would really only check in when people were doing, you know, when certain people were doing vlogs, because I do always love vlogs, or discussion videos, or life updates, or book releases, stuff like that. But that's, like I said, that is when I started feeling disconnected from the community, was last year, summer 2020. And I feel like since then, things have changed. You know, a lot of the people that, you know, I think I already mentioned this, and I'll probably be talking in circles, but that's okay. A lot of the people I used to watch on YouTube and that used to talk to me a lot, and it's not just on them, a lot of it's on me too, because I'm so distracted with, you know, everything else that I'm not commenting on videos like I used to. But I noticed that a lot of people who were my friends that I would interact with a lot seemed to lose interest and kind of go away. Like, there are some people on YouTube that I haven't talked to in like a year, and they used to be people whose videos I would always comment on, and they would always comment on mine. So it, you know, last night, and I was looking at those people's videos last night, and they're still making content, which makes me really happy to see, but there's that lingering sadness under the surface that's like, what happened to these relationships that I had with these people? And I know that a big part of it is on me, because I stopped interacting, and I stopped like being part of that community that I truly do love so much. So I want to know if Like, am I one of the only people who's experiencing this feeling, or are other people feeling this as well? Because from where I'm sitting, it feels like AuthorTube is slowly dying, and I don't want that to happen. And I hope that you guys are going to comment down below and say, you know, AuthorTube is alive and well, and here are all the people who are like really killing it with AuthorTube content, and then maybe I can start following them and start getting back into this. But from where I am, having been on AuthorTube for 5 years, a lot of the people who I watched when I was getting going have either left AuthorTube altogether, or I mean left YouTube altogether. They are not making any content anymore, or they have shifted their focus away. And of course, somebody that I'm thinking about, kind of two people I'm thinking about, are my good friends Brooke Passmore and Mandy Lynn. And they have both posted videos kind of on, you know, in a similar vein of switching up content and wanting to try something different. I'll put links to Brooke's recent video kind of talking about quitting AuthorTube, and also Mandy's video down below. And it's kind of funny because the three of us have been writing together for a very long time. You know, we used to do our monthly live streams, and we would do, you know, NaNoWriMo, and it makes me so sad that things have like changed to this point. And at the same time, it's a little bit hypocritical because I am a person who knows that change happens. Like, life equals change, and you have to be ready for it, and you have to be prepared for it, and just take it in strides and do the very best you can, because nothing will always stay the same. Things will always shift, sometimes for the better, sometimes not for the better. But I understand that, but it makes me sad. Like, I really, last night, and these are feelings that I've had for a long time. I've really been, you know, kind of pushing these feelings down a little bit, because I feel like, you know, addressing these feelings and trying to change it is going to take a lot of work. And sometimes I think we shy away from that and then just bury things down. But I don't want to bury these feelings down. I want to talk about them. I want to address them, maybe try to change them. But it's sad to me. It's very sad, because I love the AuthorTube community. This community changed my life. Literally, it changed my life. Not only did I become a better storyteller, a more professional self-publisher, but my entire income, my entire business was kind of born out of this community. And I will never stop being grateful and just completely blown away by that, because I never thought that sitting down in front of my, you know, crappy webcam on my old Lenovo laptop would eventually lead to this, like, to being part of this amazing community and helping people publish their books and publishing my own books. So I guess I'm going off on tangents now, but there's just so much I want to talk about regarding this topic. So I guess what I'm trying to get to is, what do you guys think is happening with AuthorTube? Do you notice that your favorite creators are leaving or doing something else? Have some of your favorite creators stopped writing altogether? You know, taken a break from social media maybe? Are you finding new creators who you really enjoy, or are you struggling to find people to watch? You know, I will get on YouTube and I go to my little subscription tab to see what all the people, you know, I'm subscribed to are doing. And as I scroll through that tab now, there are very few AuthorTube videos. Very few. Like, most of the stuff in my subscription feed is lifestyle now. And I don't know if that's just because I subscribe to a bunch of new lifestyle, you know, vloggers and stuff, because I do enjoy that. Or is it because the AuthorTube creators I'm subscribed to are no longer making content? And, you know, just being one person looking at my subscription feed, I can't tell. So that's why I wanted to ask you guys, is AuthorTube dying? Or do you think we're just going through a dip? Or am I just kind of in the wrong circle now? Like, am I missing out on new creators who are doing really well just because I'm kind of in the circle of older creators, many of whom have decided to leave or move on? I don't know. So I need you guys to tell me. Here's the thing. I made that video about like quitting AuthorTube, I don't know, a couple months ago maybe. And I don't know if you've watched it. I will link it down below. I essentially in that video, I went through like, okay, here's my life. Here is how my life has changed. Here's what I'm doing, and here's the type of content that I think I want to create moving forward. And let me tell you what, I have had an amazing time creating different type of content. Creating like what I eat in a day videos, or I think I did only one of those videos, but it was fun. A what I eat in a day video, some fitness and health videos, hair videos, which I had a lot of fun with. I know it's totally irrelevant to people on AuthorTube, but I had fun with that. Recently I posted a video of adopting my first horse, and I want to do like a sit down video about that. That video performed terribly, like surprisingly terribly, but that video is really special to me because I have wanted a horse my whole life, and I got one. Like I adopted one, and it's amazing. So even though that video performed, like I'm tearing up thinking about it, even though that video performed very poorly, I'm just so proud of it, and I like watch it all the time and just tear up because I'm so happy. So that'll be linked down below if you're interested. But what I'm getting at here as I'm rambling is that I really, really love the content I've been posting, all the vlogs and stuff, because I've always enjoyed vlog content. But my heart is still, you know, there's a part of my heart that's still very much AuthorTube. And I keep getting all these ideas for like AuthorTube videos and editing videos that I want to be able to share and post. And I think I just need to get back into the habit of it. Like it'll be a little bit uncomfortable trying to get back into it because it's been a very long time since I did like a sit down talk video on editing tips or on writing tips, on publishing tips, whatever. But I still have them, like especially because I've edited so many books. Like I can't even count the number of client books I've edited. And there's so much that I've learned through that process that I could share with you guys, and I just haven't done it. So I guess my plan moving forward, this video has become super random, just like talking about a bunch of stuff, but I think my plan moving forward is that I'm going to keep doing the lifestyle vlog content because I love sharing that, and I think it gives you guys a look into who I am, you know, separate from, or not totally separated from, but in addition to being the author and the editor, because we have so many more facets of our personality. So I want to be able to keep sharing my lifestyle with you, so that you can connect with me in a deeper way, you know, apart from me just telling you what an M dash or an N dash does. So I'm gonna keep doing that, but I want to get back into AuthorTube content. I miss it, and I love AuthorTube, and maybe that little break I took, you know, for the past however many months, 4 or 5 months that I kind of took a break from AuthorTube, I think it made me value it that much more, because when something is gone suddenly, you start seeing it for what it is, and you start seeing it for like the good that it brought into your life, or sometimes the bad, but AuthorTube has never brought bad into my life. It's always been a very positive influence on me and what I'm doing. So I do want to start making more AuthorTube videos. I think I'm going to start out with tips videos in terms of like editing and writing, since that's what I'm focusing heavily on right now. But I want to write Whiskey City so bad, and I don't know how many times I can say this in a video before I finally sit down and do it. And I've proved to myself in different ways that I do have the time. Like, you know, I just rescued a horse. Greg and I just adopted Tyoday 2 weeks ago, and we have been out to the barn every single day. I don't know if you probably can't tell in this light, but I am like super toasty up here from actually being out in the sun. Like I am usually just like a hermit editor who doesn't even step outside onto the porch. So it's been amazing being at the barn every single day. We gave Ty a bath yesterday. It was so much fun. He was like gleaming in the sunlight. So all that is just to say, when something's important to me, I can make time for it. And I guess I've just been hesitant to get back into Whiskey City because I have to commit. Like really have to commit, because you guys know what it's like. You can't write for a little bit and then take a month off, and then write for a little bit and take a month off, because it's like you have to start over every single time, because then you forget the story and you forget all these subplots you were working on, and it really takes a lot of time to get back into it. But I need and want to write that book this year and hopefully publish that book this year. And Pistol Daisy's first birthday is coming up here in June. I want to do something for that. I want to celebrate. Like, I just want to get back into this community, because I'm really missing the community and I'm missing the support and the joy and the friendships that it brought me. So I guess that's just where I was kind of going with this. I know that this video has been all over the place, but I hope that you guys have enjoyed it, and please let me know in the comments down below how you're feeling. Like, are you feeling nostalgic for old AuthorTube, or are you like, you know, screw that, I'm already in like the new world of AuthorTube and I'm watching all these new creators? And if so, please let me know who those people are, because I always could use more friends in my life. I know I'm kind of an introvert, but I could use more online friends. That would always be good. Yeah, so I guess that's just what I wanted to talk about today. You know, essentially I just got all the feels last night. I got sad checking in with people whose videos I used to watch all the time and I used to talk to all the time, and just knowing like I don't talk to these people anymore. I don't connect with them. We don't really, you know, I don't know. So yeah, I was just feeling sad and I was feeling nostalgic, and I wanted to check in and see how you guys are feeling. And I think this is a really good feeling for me to have, because it reminds me how much I love this community and how much I want to continue taking part in it. So there are still gonna be all the vlogs. It's funny, I like make a video, I'm like, okay, they're kind of gonna be AuthorTube videos, but I'm switching to lifestyle. Now I'm like, all right, I'm still gonna do lifestyle, but I wanna come back to AuthorTube. So I hope you'll welcome me back to AuthorTube, because I do still wanna make videos here. I miss it dearly. Please chat with me in the comments below, because that's the only way I can connect with you guys, at least, you know, right now. Thank you guys so much for watching today, for joining me for my tea time, even though I'm drinking coffee. And I hope you'll welcome me back with open arms. I hope I can find my place within AuthorTube again. And I hope AuthorTube is not dying. I hope it's just my little corner of AuthorTube that's quiet right now. And again, if there are new creators you think I should be watching, please drop them in the comments down below so that I can start refreshing and replenishing my AuthorTube subscription feed. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you sticking with me and being here with me. And I can't wait to jump back into the community, start writing again, start offering you my thoughts and tips and musings. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.